Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Chevy from The Millennial Parent and today we are doing our first ever Thank YouTube, it's Friday, Aussie Mum Tag. Welcome to our first ever Thank YouTube, it's Friday. It's a collaboration initiated by a group of Australian vlogging mums where each week we're going to be uploading a new tag or a new topic, and each week is also going to be hosted by a specific channel that's going to have a playlist so you can check out everybody that's joining in. Our first host ever is the amazing Rebecca Shepherd. You've heard me talk about her before in this video. I'll pop it up in the cards above. She is just an amazing soul. You guys know how much I love her. And our first topic is a 2019 Aussie Mum Tag. So let's get into it. Question 1. Vegemite or Promite? Mate, it's got to be Vegemite. Promite's un-Australian if you ask me, so Vegemite all the way. Neighbours or Home and Away? I grew up watching Neighbours. I wasn't so keen on, Summer Bay and all things Home and Away, so I'm gonna have to pick Neighbours. Yes, that means I missed out on a young Chris Hemsworth, but I got a young Delta Goodrich. Name one thing. I'm going to read off my phone because I'm not going to remember all the 20 questions. Name one thing about raising kids in Australia you love. I love the opportunity to explore. There's so many different landscapes. You can go out to the deepest forest with beautiful waterfalls, or you can go out to the beach, or there's other parts of Australia where you can explore the snow, explore the desert. So I love that Australia has that landscape that you can explore. I love that there are different subject activities. So there are active days where kids can go out and do like fun active workshops and exercises. There are ones where there's like robotics days where they can learn like science and robotics. There's always amazing exhibitions on at the Brisbane Museum, which is just a wee train trip away. And there's always some multicultural events going on locally. So that's what I love about raising kids in Australia, is the ability to be able to explore so many different things. Is there anything you want to change about Australia for your kids' future? I would want to change the affordability. The cost of living here is pretty expensive, gone are the days of having, the one income style household. It's not sustainable here. Jobs are harder to come by as well, which doesn't help. But, rent's getting expensive, like electricity is expensive. The idea of even buying a house in Australia is a bit of a joke, to be 1000% honest. So, yeah, the affordability and cost of living in Australia is what I would want to change for my kids' future. What do you wish Australia had that other countries do? I wish Australia had the product availability of America. That would be so good. The amount of times you find something online, you go, yes, and it does not ship to Australia. It's really frustrating. Or the Harry Potter knitting stuff that UK Aldi's got, that would be wicked. Oh, another thing would be, Aldi in the UK have online shopping. Bring that here. We want online shopping for Aldi, please. Definitely. What is your favourite city, town or holiday spot in Australia? My favourite city that I've been to would have to be Sydney, just because it is such a big place. But I mean, I would go for Sydney CBD, so where the Harbour Bridge is and the Opera House and stuff, but you can literally get lost in that inner city area for hours just exploring new things at every turn. So that would be my favourite city. My favourite town, I know I don't have to answer all three, but my favourite town would have to be a place called Bangalore. It's about 10 minutes, 20 minutes inland from Byron Bay. It is just the most relaxing, quiet, peaceful place ever, and it is just so beautiful. They also have big markets, which is fantastic. Yeah, a dream place I would love to go to in Australia would have to be Exmouth or Exmouth. I don't really know how to say it, but it's in Western Australia. You can go diving with whale sharks, you can go diving with stingrays. That would be really cool. If you had a choice, would you continue to live in Australia? As everything currently stands, yes I would. I would very happily stay here. As everything currently stands, schooling and affordability as it currently stands, yes, I would definitely take it. You're not Australian unless you've at least used or understood ochre. You know, like bugger me, ankle biters, fair dinkum. You either got to use it or at least understand it, otherwise you're not Australian, mate. I'm sorry. How do you like to spend Australia Day? Just sitting out the backyard, couple mates come over, cold drinks, barbecue, just hanging out. That's the best way to spend Australia Day, just hanging out with your mates or your family, chilling with the barbie. Great. What sport do your kids play? At the moment, my boys don't play any sports. Like, they'll run around the yard and kick a ball and stuff, but they don't actually do any sports anymore. I had them signed up at a kids gym where they could do like martial arts, ninja warrior, obstacle courses, and general development, like gross motor development classes, and that was amazing, and I loved it very much there. So yeah, but as far as actual sport, they don't really play sports. They stay active, but we don't really actually go play a sport, per se. Favourite Australian movie? Now, that's got to be Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'm really hoping that is an Australian movie because it's Australian actors, it's filmed in Australia, so that's what I'm going with. My backup's going to be Muriel's Wedding, just the classic. You're terrible, Muriel. Like, yes. Favourite Australian celebrity and why? Well, it's hard because for me, like, you know, celebrity can be so many different things in so many different areas, but the most well-known celebrity that I'm going to have to go for would be Miranda Kerr. One, as superficial as this is, she made me fall in love with Victoria's Secret fashion shows, but also her thing about, you know, health, mindset, body image, everything about her in that side of life is what made me love her and what makes her my favourite Australian celebrity. Which Australian celebrity are you sick of hearing about and why? Nick Kyrgios. Not for the reasons why most of you would think. Like, he's not that bad of a bloke and he's given it a fair whack, so like, I'm just sick of hearing about the fact that everyone always whinges about him. I'm not sick of hearing about him specifically, just everybody whinging about him. He's not doing too bad. Favourite Australian pastime? Got to be sitting out in the backyard with a cold drink, hanging out with mates. That's my favourite Aussie pastime, just hanging out with your mates. Yep. Favourite Australian word or slang phrase? I say bugger a lot. So I'm going to have to probably go with bugger, because I'm bloody hell. I'm slowly trying to stop swearing or at least cut back on my swearing, so bloody hell happens a lot and bugger. So yeah, bugger and bloody hell. Favourite Australian animal? I'm gonna have to say the bilby, because when I was a kid, like probably about 8 years old, all I wanted to do was I wanted to move to Northern Territory and create a bilby reserve so we could help build help the bilbies reproduce and boost their numbers up. So just because of that favourite, and thinking back to talking with my dad about it and all that, bilbies would have to be my favourite. Second favourite would have to be the tawny frogmouth, because they remind me so much of owls. And I love owls. I love owls so much. Favourite Australian children's book? Favourite Australian children's book? Magic Pudding. I don't even remember anything about that story, but just for some reason I think of the Magic Pudding. Or Magic Possum, they're both cool. Magic Pudding, big classic. Favourite brand of nappies? With my first, Huggies were the brand. That was the brand that I started with, so that's the brand that I stuck with. But since then, having Caden, Thank You. The Thank You brand has become my favourite. You know, it's an Australian brand which I love so much. You know, and they're a not-for-profit, so they're all about, you know, helping with women's health and safe birthing in like Nepal and other countries of the same level. And yeah, just everything about the brand I'm just so in love with. One day I would love to be an ambassador for the Thank You brand. Anyone from Thank You is listening. Hi. Favourite family meal? This depends on the Chevy you ask. If you ask the Chevy that can't be bothered cooking for the night, it's the Domino's pizza getting delivered is the favourite family meal. Other than that, home cooked meals, we sometimes do like builder burger nights where, you know, we cook up all the patties and have all the sides all out on like a little board and everyone just literally builds their own burger. It's a lot of fun, it gets a lot of engagement happening with the whole family, so that Chevy, the Chevy that can be bothered cooking or anything like that would definitely have to be the builder burger. And that was the last question, guys, so I hope you had a little bit of fun joining me on this first ever Thank YouTube It's Friday. I may edit that out because that's probably going to sound horrible, but thank you so much for joining me. I've had a lot of fun, and don't forget to check out Rebecca Shepherd, the host of this week's Thank YouTube It's Friday. As I said, her channel is going to be linked below. Also a shout out to the originals that did the original Aussie Mum Tag in 2017. I'm going to link that playlist below, all their channels, if I can find them. And thank you so much again for joining. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you don't miss any more content. Put down in the comments below any other things you'd like to see on this channel or what you'd like to know about me. And don't forget to hit that like button so I'm not alone out here. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys.